don't go dark. Hello there, and welcome back. I'll stick that on. Shebang. You man. Today, or tonight, should I say? I figured, let's react to Scaryfy. Some other channel was doing it, and I thought, do you know what? I forgot about that channel. I'm not copying channels, but sometimes you forget. Because the thing is, I've subscribed to loads of really good compilation channels, and you just lose track of them. You know what I mean? So, as you may know, if you type in Scaryfy, you'll find that, which is the one I'm reacting to. The last one I did was in July. So, I think it was 6th or 8th of July. So I've actually reacted to it before. So I figured, well, why not go back to channels that we haven't visited for a while? So, yeah. If I come down here. Oh, actually, no, I need to move this bit because whilst waffling on. So it's most terrifying videos that won't let you sleep tonight. Compilation. Let's see, shall we? Let's see. I can't remember if they give away previews, so keep your eyes peeled. As soon as you see it twitch, like preview twitch, sorry, not too loud. It's because then you can hear it. I don't need it that loud because the speaker's next to the microphone. So yeah, because I can't remember if they give away a preview. So anyway, doesn't look like it because look, number one straight away, shebang. Okay, number one, the haunted. So fuck that. They're not going to give a preview away. I love it. Thank you. Because the thing is, I know. Okay. And I do apologise if I waffle on. I have a habit of this. But the thing is, if I don't get stuff out, that's what she said, then I forget. To be fair, I can understand why you probably do previews. It's just popped into my head now, this random thought of, well, yeah, but yes, you want jump scares. Well, mind you, I don't know. Because you know what you get. I was going to say, maybe they give away previews because they don't want to give people heart attacks. But then again, you know what you're in for, aren't you? If it's a if you've got terrifying shadow bastards, that'll give you nightmares or give you heart attack. If you've got scary titles, scary videos, then it's like, you know what you're getting into, aren't you? Well, you hope, because usually they say, oh, don't watch these videos, otherwise you can't go to bed. Watching it, and it's just things moving around the kitchen, and I'm like, I want stuff. I mean, like the Grudge bitch, where got that one in the Japanese girl, where her back goes crack the wrong way. That made me jump. You know what I mean? You want, anyway. But I prefer when they don't, because even if it's not even if it's not enough to scare people, we know what's coming if they have a preview. So it's nice. Yeah, nice one, Scaryfy. Straight off the bat, before you even started. Nice one. No preview. I fucking hate previews. Ruins it. Because we know what's coming.
Welcome to Scaryfy.
The
Haunting. The video we are going to start with comes from Poland. Marcel is interested in paranormal phenomena and spiritual subjects, but he didn't think that what was just an innocent hobby would become part of his life. He had been noticing suspicious phenomena in his home for some time now, but at first, as is usually the case, he didn't pay much attention to it. One day, however, he managed to capture it on the video.
Normalnie się lustro zaczęło trząść. No way.
I'm not judging a book by its cover, but why does that give off fake vibes? It's like, he went all Shatner. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, if you're watching, Shatner. For those who don't know, it's a game. It's like every time someone says Shatner, you have to do a William Shatner. But yeah, it's like, it looks a bit, yeah. Which Carol wants to see that.
Kurwa, nie, to się musiało nagrać.
In fact, he was giggling. He's like,
Ty się na jak chuj przesunęło. No. Coś tu jest ze mną. I'm done.
Oh yeah, sorry to interrupt, but there's a new trick I learned. Because I was about some of the videos that I look at, I talk about masking. Because sometimes you can see a light or a dot, which we think is a light source, but it isn't. It's basically for the software to put its masking on, right? There's another thing I noticed. When you're watching a paranormal video, say there's a table or cupboard, right? If you know, watch the object, but watch it as it falls down onto the floor. Because sometimes I've noticed, as some of these debunking videos have pointed out, is they disappear before they hit the floor. There's a gap. There's like a square, which is hiding the string, where the object comes down. So say it's masking, right? Object comes off. Oh look, so it disappears. You know what I mean? And I thought, oh well spotted. But yeah, or one where you see the bottom of the table leg, so therefore you should see it hit the floor, but the object disappears. That's another one to look out for. So let's watch if it gets full. Yeah,
I'm fucking done. No way. I'm done.
See, the reason why I don't want to judge a book by its cover, because people can be, or we deem certain behaviours a bit eccentric. So I'm not going to say if he's, because some people, some fake videos, don't they? They go, oh my God, what was that? You know what I mean? And I'm not sure if he's doing that, or if that's his way of doing that, or you know what I mean?
Okej, wyprowadzam się.
The author of the video seems genuinely surprised by what he had just witnessed. Shortly after, he decided to communicate with the spirit present in his home. He conducted a live broadcast during which he used a special instrument, a recording app and candles to try to communicate with what he believed was...
Dowsing rods are bullshit, just like Ouija boards or pendulums. The thing is, don't get me wrong, there's a slight different, there are certain excuses or different explanations more deeply with the pendulum thing, but I mean, even if I've seen videos where they're going, oh, my arm's not moving. I'm like, I'm watching your tutorials where you're teaching us how to use a pendant, and this bit of the arm is still shaking. It's suborto muscle movement. Something or other. Go look it up. You'll know what I mean. It's like, it's subconscious muscle movement. There's a name for it. But that's how Ouija boards happen. Hence why, oddly enough, Ouija boards only... I've got a Ouija board, which my mum doesn't know about. That's because she's superstitious. Don't tell her. I know they're harmless. People with reason know they're harmless, but there's superstition, right? The only thing that a Ouija board will do was... I mean, I didn't get mine. Mine was expensive, thank goodness. But all a Ouija board will do... Don't even bother getting a fancy one, because the more money you spend, the more money you throw away. But oddly enough, Ouija boards only magically work when there's more than one person. Odd that. You know what I mean? Because technically, if I say, I invite such and such in, the spirits whatever, according to the so-called dangers of a Ouija board, I should be able to use a Ouija board by myself. Like one could, a mobile phone doesn't need 2 or 3 people to operate to phone someone, does it? It's odd that it says more than one player is needed on the back. If you look at the original rules, you need more than one player. If that was, a valid instrument that communicates with spirits, I should be able to sit there and chat away to them. You know what I mean? But nothing happens. And it only works for people who believe in them. Or some people say, oh, I don't believe in it. But you can see they're scared. So somewhere in their subconscious, some shit's going down. Your subconscious mind plays tricks on you, you know what I mean? All kinds of factors. And, yeah, so if people believe something's going to happen, something will happen. And you'll be surprised. I mean, I can't remember if I said this in another video or whatever like that, but I have read history books, but a certain bits of history that I don't know. Yeah, I could answer really random questions during a quiz show. The reason for that is, say for example, you've got a parent who watches documentaries on history, or like war history, or say for example. It's not your cup of tea. But even if you're sat there on your phone, playing games or whatever, watching YouTube, any noise, information that's been passed around that room, your subconscious is picking it up. So if Duke of Wellington did such and such a thing at this time, and that's being said in that part of the room, your brain will pick it up. It's fucking weird. It's incredible how it works. So when I come out, he's like, oh, when I say, who did that? And I say Duke of Wellington, I'm like, how the fuck did I know that? You know what I mean? It's not because I'm clairvoyant, it's because at some point that information's come across, and no matter if I didn't pay attention to it or not, my subconscious has made a record of it. It's also why your safety survival instincts work. It's like, best way to describe it, someone said to me about driving, is your brain, that sudden risk assessment before it happens, that sudden risk assessment that gets you to act, that happens a few seconds before you actually decide what to do, because your subconscious is literally picking up all kinds of shit going on. Yeah. So that same engine, as it were, is what's driving Ouija boards. So, and dowsing rods, same thing. Even if it's got a tube where you're not moving with your thumb, you're still, you know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Haunting his house.
Gdzie stoisz? Ej, ale mi migło. Ciary mam. Gdzie? Gdzie mam? Tak naprawdę?
This is looking more bullshit. You know, never mind the spirit box. The fact he's like, didn't even give it a chance. It's like, oh, I've got something in my mind. It's like, what? You suddenly turn into Derek Agora or something. I mean.
Idzie, kto idzie? Czy nie? Ale co nie? Bitch, jakby poczułem tutaj taki powiew zimny i tak aż odszedłem trochę. Hello? Coś u góry strzeliło.
The other thing is, with those as well, I don't doubt that they work for water, but there's a different science with that. It's to do with electromagnetic fields. Also, if you've got a place with ley lines, they would go crazy because I think it's something to do with the metal they're made of. Which will be affected by, not necessarily,
Mogę się tego nie słyszeć, ale ja to słyszałem.
But yeah, it's like, oh.
Tu?
Okay. I think the reason why I'm misreading him is because he's not as really that scared. He's actually getting excited. I wonder if that's because he had the heart emoji there as well. I was like, oh, I'm getting touched up. It's like,
jakby nie rozumiem. What the fuck is that shit?
During the live broadcast,
I like how it goes from his native to, I don't know, has he been speaking? Oh my god. No, because he's there had subtitles. So he went, so no, hang on, he could be not faking this, because I don't know, he went from going talking his native tongue to scared to the point where he's like, what the fuck is this doing? If he's fake, I mean, either way, that's still funny. That's still entertaining. It's like he went so scared. He was so scared that he started speaking English. He broke his naked.
we can see something moving in the room. He also feels
It's like me being shit scared and then suddenly speaking Japanese or something. Oh,
cold, something moves his hair and even pushes him. All this took place in real time, so it's hard to find any manipulation of the video. The situation itself
what's
looks
that at the
quite
door, though?
interesting and also this.
The top of the... Hang on, let's go back a bit. What's that top of the door?
What the fuck is that shit?
During the live broadcast, we can see something moving in the room.
Okay,
He also
cool.
feels cold, something moves his hair and even pushes him. All this took place in real time, so it's hard to find any manipulation of the video. The situation
See there, can you see it? It looks like a skull face. Could be pareidolia, but...
itself looks quite interesting and also disturbing, as if something was trying to scare him. Sometime after these experiences, Marcel did a little update. He told us of dreams, sleep paralysis, and mysterious marks on his body. His story will likely
Kinky
continue
ghost.
to unfold, so I'll make sure to return to it in the future. In the meantime, if you would like to take a closer look, the link to his profile can be found as always in the description.
Sleep paralysis. I don't know why people keep banging on that sleep bloody paralysis for. There's 2 occasions I've had it. I think I know it sounds a bit weird, but my favourite ones in terms of sleep experience is where you wake up. If you sleep, sometimes if you move and you sleep with your hands above your head like that, like stretched out, it's give me French, but it's fucking hilarious. Because one time I woke up and I couldn't feel my arms, and rather panic, I just went like that. I just flopped him over like that. It's fucking hilarious. Just flopped my arm over like that. Arms over like that arm, and that arm was like, and then the blood came down. It's uncomfortable, but once you're used to it, you know what I mean. But yeah, normally it's my arm's fallen asleep, or but no, I've had sleep paralysis a few times, and yeah, I've had some. Believe me or not, I've had dreams round about that time that were way more fucked up than shadow people. It was something that was like, imagine the bedroom of The Exorcist, but with the place on fire. It's basically sum it up. But yeah, no, sleep paralysis is it's nothing strange. I haven't seen anything bizarre. I've had pre sleep paralysis where I'm still dreaming, but I've been dreaming that I've been pinned down, if it makes sense. But yeah, no, when you wake, but when the whole thing though, it's been explained by science. It's basically your body, basically your brain wakes up before the rest of your body does. So you're like, oh, you're awake, but the signal hasn't gone ba-dum to the rest of your body. That's all that is. It's your brain's booted up prematurely. I think. That's all that is, isn't it? And the thing is, because you're trying to work out what's going on, this thing as well, people go, I see a shadow bastard at the end of my bed. Your eyes are not always... Thing is, I'm not there. I'm not there in That's the thing is as well, you could think your eyes are open and you're looking around the room. The fucked up thing about that is there's no reason for your eyes to be open. Or most times you're actually dreaming when that happens. It's fucking bizarre. It is bizarre and unsettling, I must admit. But I'm used to it, so I don't have it all the time. If you have it all the fucking time, then you need to go see a doctor because there's some underlying cause there. Because anything that weird happens in sleep, apparently, is your body trying to tell you something. So if you have a dream that you lost a limb, it's because that part of your body's fallen asleep or you've been laying on it. So it's trying to get you to wake up and get off your leg or whatever. So yeah, your body's trying to suss out shit that goes on. That's what's going on. And it's like, even on a subconscious level, you don't need ghost stories. We've heard about it somewhere in our childhood or whatever that comes to image. But also, just association. You're not going to think, oh, the house has fallen down on top of you, are you? If you feel pressed down, suppressed, when you feel like someone's sitting on you, which is basically what people say, well, that's what you're going to go for, isn't it? You're not going to say, fucking hell, the ceiling's fallen on top of me. Well, it can't happen because you'll be dead. But you know what I mean? So the first thing you're going to think of is someone sat on me. You know what I mean? But it's just your brain booting up.
The mysterious video.
Mysterious video.
The footage we're about to see now was supposedly taken with a camera found by a hunter deep in the woods. From the information I have found on it, it appears to have been taken by a
Oh, look at that Blair Witch effect.
man who had disappeared in the area in the past.
I'll tell you what, I have really bad, well, not bad hearing, but because people think I'm deaf. It's not I'm deaf, I literally pick up loads of sound. If I'm in the supermarket, I mean, people, I don't know what it is with people, but they either go, they either moan or not even open their mouth properly or speak up clearly. And then my job, I'm like, can you not mumble? It's like, seriously? Got the radio going off, I can hear the lights, the electricity and lights going, Got all kinds of machinery I can fucking hear, pick up, we've got traffic. I'm like, people, but yeah, but sometimes it's like, if it's in a quiet room like this and I'm filming this sort of stuff, I'm picking up something 2 houses down, you know, it's fucking, yeah. What the fuck? Da, 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 da. Potato quality, please. Also, if there's something that sounds like it's from the creature of the black swamp, you wouldn't head towards it. You'd be, what the fuck is that, and run. You wouldn't go, what the fuck was that, and walk towards it. This course, you've got a gun on you, and you feel confident because you've got a gun. It's T-Rex. This video is so badly edited. It's that effect, all that sort of. You can tell it's screaming. It's got fake vibes. You know what I mean? It's really bad. Potato quality, badly edited. I'm not saying it's necessarily fake, but it's kind of a bit cliche, really potato quality. And see that something's gonna peek around there in it. I bet you. Thing is, if you think this is unnerving me, there's things that go on in my head, kind of like H.P. Lovecraft in a way. It's like there are things going on in my head that are a lot more. There's things in this. When you actually apply it's quite funny as well. When you apply quantum mechanics, all kinds of shit to things. Oh, look at that! I'm picking up something. Now my pizza tingle's going off. Or it could be because I'm thinking about stuff that's going on in my head. But if you actually apply that, it is kind of like the cosmic horror. There are things, the possibilities that science presents to you is way more scarier than anything that paranormal videos can cook up. You know what I mean? It's... See, I'm getting my pizza tingles going off, seeing shit in the corner of my eye, and then that goes off. Yeah, that's fake. I mean, that's badly edited. But seriously, it's like I'm on the edge as it is. Oh, glory!
We know nothing more about the video itself, the person who found it, or its missing author. We only know that the victim saw glowing reflective eyes in the darkness shortly before the attack,
Oh, yeah.
and we also know that people's eyes don't do this. The video could be authentic and
Depends the light source.
actually show the last moments of a man lost in dense forest, but it could also be something like an amateur short horror film.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, guessing how authentic the video is at this point is simply impossible.
Because looking at it, it looks badly edited, potato quality, and unless you got like a pump action shotgun or an AR-15, you're not going to walk towards danger and go, oh, sounds like a T-Rex, I'll go and investigate. You know what I mean? If you're just a camper in the woods, you wouldn't go, oh, let's go walk towards danger. I mean, I suppose you would. Morbid curiosity to kill the cat. But you know what I mean, though? And it just looks... And again, there's loads of videos online where it's like, oh, so-and-so uploaded this video where if he got killed by a shadow bastard or some beastie in the woods, how the hell did he upload it to his channel? If someone found the video, it's kind of like, well, how did they get his password to his YouTube account? You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, fake. Thanks, Scaryfy, for doing that again.
If you like this video so far, please subscribe and enable notifications. Thank you. The White Lady. It's not often that the mainstream media report about paranormal phenomena or ghosts, but this time is different, and that makes it necessary for us, as paranormal enthusiasts, to take a closer look at this case. The whole thing takes place in Poland, in the area of town called Puck. Accidents are frequent on the newly renovated road, which was completed only last year. At the end of June, 2 tragic accidents happened there within 24 hours, although the road is straight and visibility is also very good. Shortly after the incidents, social media was flooded with comments about the local legend. Local residents seem to be convinced that a large part of what happened is due to the White Lady, a ghost that is said to haunt this very road. But what is this mysterious being? Here we have 2 different theories. The first information about White Lady appeared 16 years ago, when a similar series of tragic accidents happened. A white figure was seen at the scene of the accidents. Drivers themselves...
Kind of like La Llorona, and... But also, it depends, because it depends what region as well. As in, I've got a fucking chicken. I'm not sure. Mind you, it's getting cold, but let's put this on. I took my dressing gown off because I'm getting hot. But yeah, just yeah, and there's also in Voodoo there's Mama Brigitte, who's a really nice lady, likes rum and stuff like that. You got Santa Mote as well from the Mexican culture, who's also referred to as White Lady. Oh, yeah, and just say, as you know, I'm skeptical, and you see me looking over there and things like that. As I've said in my other videos, it's like I may be skeptical, but I've learned through personal experience. It's not even paranormal stuff; it's just general everyday stuff, or stuff you don't think that's going to happen to you. I've learned never to poke the universe, because the universe will manifest stuff just to prank you. The universe pranks you, basically. It's like, oh yeah, how's about that? Have some of that. Well, fuck. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if you look at quantum mechanics and this cosmic horror shit going on, I mean, like I said, my own brain. But yeah, no, it's like I've also learned, be skeptical, but don't force the universe to do it. You know what I mean? Don't poke it with a stick.
Also reported a girl running across the road at night. And according to most, it could be the ghost of a young woman who lost her life in this very spot. When a driver was speeding, especially if he was alone in the car, a figure was supposed to appear in front of his car and cause an accident. But what happened 16 years ago quickly stopped after several masses were held for the soul of the young woman. Another story tells of a young couple who, some years ago, on the way back from their own wedding, crashed into a tree and died on the spot. According to witnesses who saw the mysterious figure, it was wearing a long white dress and always disappeared quickly into the darkness. I have also received 2 videos from this road, in which, according to many, the mysterious white lady was captured. Now, let's take...
What is it with these... When I say these people, I'm on about the partners that drive women or whatever to do this. It's like, there seems to be a lot of places now, isn't there? I mean, it could be just typical folklore or hearsay, urban legend stuff. But if it's true, if there are records of women, either on their marriage day or whatever, dying on the road, there's a lot of that going on, isn't it? Let's just take it all as true. It's like, there's a lot of that going on. That's fucked up. I mean, then again, when you think how many people got, die on the railway tracks, it's kind of like, it's astounding, isn't it? You wouldn't put it past these stories, would you, really, when you think about it? Because it's a common denominator as well, and it's like, if there's more roads than there are train stations, they'll probably choose traffic. If there's a train station, you know what I mean? It's like, it's really sad, isn't it? It's sad that it happens, really, isn't it? But yeah, it's like that. I wouldn't put past these stories. Not necessarily the haunted aspect, but you know what I mean? These things happening.
Take a look at the first video.
Sad. What the fuck?
The video was taken just after one of the accidents I mentioned at the beginning. If you look closely, you can see something like a misty figure at the point on the left. A figure which almost immediately vanishes into thin air.
Floats.
I'll admit that I would lean towards smoke or mist here rather than a mysterious figure, but many people are convinced that in the video the white...
The thing is, the rational first one to go for it could be smoke. Pareidolia smoke, because, pillars of smoke, pareidolia and stuff like that.
Lady was captured. But let's also take a look at the second video.
Cool, that's moving fast. Well, it's a flash.
The second video shows a frame from a security camera of a house not far from the infamous road. In this case, we can clearly see a suddenly appearing smoke that deceptively resembles a mysterious white figure. Maybe even the white lady from the legend. At least, that's what the author of the video thinks, as well as many other people who know the story. But the real question is, what do you think? Is the local legend actually true, and did the video manage to capture the infamous white lady responsible for so many accidents? Let me know in the comments. The Haunted House.
Sorry, I think to my ghost. So I just saw that and I thought I'd show you that. Some of those box kit fixes. They're great, these things. I like the ones as well, especially you can replace the battery on. But I was thinking, it's okay, just be random.
This time we'll move to Pakistan and analyze one of the episodes that appeared on the channel of Saya Official. The authors of the channel are ghost hunters who visit haunted places, and this time they ended up in a house that is considered haunted in the local community. After the house was built, the family decided to move abroad and rent it to someone else. However, no one wanted to live in it for more than 3 months. The last tenant said quite openly that the house was haunted, and something even took possession of his daughter, who changed completely during that time. Finally, she inflicted severe knife wounds on herself and unfortunately lost her life.
Aww.
After these events, the owner decided to turn to professionals and ask them to investigate. They were quite skeptical about the whole story and rightly pointed out that in case of the child, perhaps it was a psychological problem. But it turned out rather quickly that there's actually something in this place. Something that shouldn't be there.
Hopefully it's not like Hassan Barber, because unfortunately I found out he's like 2 miles off. The thing is, because to be fair, I had to do some digging, because people unfortunately don't go out their way to bloody tell you, especially in the comments on the actual videos. I was being generous. There's one where he speaks to a jinn, and I was saying in that video, it looks so much like a mask, but I was trying to be so respectful. One, because also I don't want to poke the universe. I don't want to poke the universe. I don't. I mean, you don't want to. Mind you, if I was there, I'd be asking all kinds of interesting questions. But yeah, I was like, that's a mask and stuff. But yeah, I did some digging, and it turns out that he fakes his content. He's like Tim Morozov. I'm like, oh, that's such a shitter as well, because I loved watching Hassan Barber. Because the ones where it wasn't a mask and it just looked freaky deaky, like a shadow jinn bastard in the corner. Some of them really well done, but it's like the ones where it's like, hang on, it looks like someone's painted their face completely jet black, or they got a mask. And yeah, my instincts were right on that one. I was so gutted when I did the digging into it. I think I put in the comment section below that video, oh, it turns out blah blah.
कि फलां टाइम कोड ते जाओ उत्ते शाहिद दा चेहरा एक जगह दे विच ओ पूरा अपना मूव कर गया सानू बिल्कुल ही पता नहीं सी चलिया कि ए साइन एडा वड्डा साइन असीं छड्ड गए हैं सानू एडिटिंग दे विच नहीं पता चलिया ना साडे एडिटर नू पता चलिया असीं जदों साडा एपीसोड अपलोड हो गया चंद व्यूअर्स ने दस्सिया सानू असीं जदों बैक जाके वेख अल्लाहु अकबर
Bismillah. Nice rustic. I like rustic look. Plastic chairs ruin it, but apart from that, nice look. Keeps that traditional look going, I mean, of that area.
जी ए हुणे तुहाडा भी कैमरा बंद होया ते मेरा भी कैमरा बंद होया ते इस कबड़ विचों इधर कोई खड़ाक होया है ते मेरे रोंगटे खलोते हैं बिल्कुल साडे कान दे
Make yourself a cup of tea, mate. Where's the cups? Has a guy moved out or something? Because there's no cups there. I know he's got some help.
अच्छा आवाज़ इस तरह दी सी खुली नहीं सी लेकिन आवाज़ इस तरह दी सी इस तरह दी लेकिन कोई कबड़ खुली नहीं सी.
As one of them is talking about the case from the previous episode, suddenly a strange noise can be heard in the background, like the rustling of a chair being moved or the sound of cabinet being closed. And the two cameras the team was using suddenly stopped recording at the same time.
अच्छा शाहिद है देखो खुदा में इधरों से फिर कोई यहाँ चल के गया एकदम है इधरों कोई चल के गया अल्लाह अकबर है देखो
Oh, I've got my fucking lip balm.
खुदा में इधरों कोई चल के गया है
Never mind.
एंजल वाशरूम वाली शहर साइड में कोई चल के गया मैंने फिर इधरों आवाज आई
Something strange.
The situation took a scary turn. Both men claimed to hear scratching, the door slammed, and a strange smell lingered in the air. But what came next was truly frightening.
And yes, I know, it's what I was saying. Now, not stereotyping. If you watched Rick Mel and Adrian Edmondson, sorry, Bottom TV series, that would be the in-joke. Because like, oh, there's a smell over it, had that fish again, Eddie, you know. On that chair, oh, that chair has moved. That chair was up close to the wall. It's moved a bit like that. Look at that cabinet there, that's a good cabinet.
Allahu Akbar. यार खुदा बड़ी डरावनी आवाज खौफनाक आवाज है
एकदम
कमरे से बुआ बंद हुए नहीं है मैं बंद
Kid, you know, I've got a dressing gown on. I'm getting chicken.
हैं?
It's either a shriek or something. It sounds like something's being dragged across the... Oh, God.
यार खुदा में दरवाजा बड़ी जोर दी बजी है मैनू अल्लाह अकबर
Didn't want you in there, mate.
अल्लाह अकबर
ये बंद हो गया
Try and have a crap. Oh, mate, imagine if a face appeared for a little head popped around there. Oh, that's interesting. That's a wash basin.
नाल दे रूम तो आवाज आनी शुरू
हाँ जी
Sorry, I'm talking.
हैवी
Sounds like being moved.
नाल दे रूम तो आवाज आनी शुरू
हाँ जी
Yeah, because a lot of those cultures, they don't use toilet paper. They have like a bidet system. Which, there's a beautiful video. It's funny because we criticise some cultures for being primitive. Yet someone illustrated on the video, they're like, "Oh, why is it, you know, in your culture they wash themselves rather than wipe themselves?" And he basically got peanut butter, and it's so true because I'm not saying from personal experience. I'm just saying, well, actually, we've all been there. It comes down to actually, oddly enough, why we invent, even though they're environmentally unfriendly. So you might as well get a bidet, it'd be easier. But why we invented toilet wipes? Because scientists, even though it's not that new, toilet paper. It's also the unpleasant scientific reason, a medical reason why you've got an itchy bum. Sorry to break it to you. But toilet paper is not that effective for wiping your bum. So, I know it's a bit random, but it's because I saw the thing on the floor. But he basically got peanut butter on his arm. It's quite fast. It's quite interesting and it proves a simple point. Got peanut butter on his arm, on both of his arms, and he got tissue on one, wiped, and all it did was smear it, and the other one he just got water. And it came off. So that's why they use water. And oddly enough, it's a lot more effective than using toilet paper. I think that's practical for our toilets because the way it's, you know what I mean? You get water everywhere. I probably can actually get a figure attachment stuff. But the point being is that's why I made toilet wipes. But yeah, it's just a random information. Sorry, it's just a random fact that popped in my head about toiletries because of the sort of hole in the floor. Yeah, we think it's primitive, but it's actually a lot more efficient, oddly enough. Look at that cabinet's beautiful.
The activity seemed to increase. Mysterious voices, knocking, doors slamming, but there was something else lurking in the darkness.
Oh, come on, folks.
बगैर नुकसान पहुंचाए कि तुसी अपने आप ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ
This, yeah, apart from that really bad fake video, I was actually more unsettled because my Peter tingle it was going off. But we haven't seen anything that's made us, you know what I mean?
ਐਸ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੈ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਤਾਕਤ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਸਾਈਨ ਦੇਵੇ ਆਵਾਜ਼
ਬੜੋ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਈ
ਹਾਂ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਈ ਆਵਾਜ਼
ਬੜੋ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਈ
ਹਾਂ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼
Dust.
ਇਹ ਅੱਲਾ ਕਰੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਲੱਗਿਆ
ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ
ਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤਾਕਤ ਇਸ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਕਰਾਂਦੀ
What's
ਏ
lurking?
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਈਨ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਨੇ ਵਾਸ਼ਰੂਮ ਵਿੱਚ
Something's lurking, but we haven't seen it. Come on.
ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਕਰੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਦਿਓ
If anything... Oh.
ਓਏ
If anything, suspense gets me more angry. Because I'm like, brace yourself.
ਹਾਲੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮੌਜੂਦਗੀ ਦਾ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਕਰਵਾਓ ਇਹ ਫਿਰ ਖੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਖੁਰਮ ਬਾੜੋ ਫਿਰ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਏਗੀ
See that dot there? That could be mapping there. That's the
They decided to
problem.
sprinkle flour in a room where the activity seemed to be increasing and wait in one of the rooms to see what would happen next.
Yeah, because that dot that's only appeared, it wasn't even an orb or a bit of dust.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਕਰਵਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਜੇ
No?
ਖੁਰਮ ਬਾਹਰ
Oh!
ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ
Nah, can't be. That's got to be faking it. Come on.
ਇਹ ਵੇਖੋ
It's like-
ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿਸਮ ਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਰੌਂਗਟੇ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਯਕੀਨ ਮੰਨ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਕਰਵਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਜੇ
Okay, it's reversed.
ਖੁਰਮ ਬਾਹਰ
ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ
I don't know. Let's pause it a second. Fuck. Let's pause it. Because obviously the footage is going... Oh, it's a replay. It's going backwards. It's very hard to tell because I can't see the ones at the back there. Because the ones at first look like someone's like left, right. Yeah? Whereas the others look like they're directly next to each other. We don't walk... And this calls it waddling. You know what I mean? Oh. Yes. Yes.
ਅੱਲਾਹੁ ਅਕਬਰ ਯਾਰ
ਯਾਰ ਖੁਰਮ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਮਰਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ
यार उधरों कोई है यार ये शाद पैरों के
That's the
निशान
room they were in.
उधरों कोई टुर के है यार
ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ
Well, yeah, because you haven't put flour throughout the house, have you?
नहीं
ਅੱਲਾਹੁ ਅਕਬਰ
है की है
ਯਾਰ
ओए इधर टुर के नहीं आए यार ऐसे निशान इधर पैर के
I
निशान
mean,
है
they seem
देखो
quite legitimately unnerved.
जे कोई टुर के उधर गया है
But then again, Hassan Barber, he does seem generally scared in his views again, but his ones are fake.
ਤੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਸਨ ਲੇਕਿਨ
Hard to say
ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ
these
ਪਿੱਛੇ
days.
ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਯਾਰ
ਯਾਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਪੈਰ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਜੇ
ਸਹੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਪੈਰ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਵਾਪਸ ਇਹ ਵੇਖੋ
I was walking backwards.
ਅੱਲਾਹੁ ਅਕਬਰ
I thought it
ਤੇ
was...
ਉਸੇ ਖਿੜਕੀ ਓਏ ਓਏ
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Did you see what they saw? Yes, I already did, mate. Oh, the rambling it.
ਯਾਰ ਖੁਰਮ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਖੜਾ ਹੈ
In the video, we can see
Oh, no, they
appearing
ran off before they could
footprints,
land around the
followed by
corner.
a mysterious figure just outside the window. Ghost hunters associated it with Bichal Perry. It's a kind of a demon whose feet point in the other direction and whose face is covered with long hair. And they actually
A
saw
grudge.
something similar outside the window. A little later, they realized that the case is much more serious than they assumed and decided to stop the investigation as soon as possible. Only, was it a real spirit, a demon, or a ghost from Asian legends?
I don't know.
Or was it just a well-made fake? I'm going to leave the final decision up to you.
Problem is, it's too... I'm not saying... I'm trying to be best to be open-minded, but the problem is with Hassan Barber and all these people ruining it for us where they fake it. It looks too crisp. It does look like a woman in a nightgown or something. I mean,
something under the bridge. This time we'll travel to Kiev. This video from a few years ago was taken by a tourist near one of the biggest bridges in the city center. The footage has been circulating on the internet for some time now, and there is some disagreement about what can actually be seen.
what the fuck? The explanation I have for that, because I've seen a lot of idiots do it. Not knocking it, I'm just saying, it is death-defying, as it were. It could be a parkour guy, because you see a lot of them, especially like the Russian videos where they go to like derelict places where they normally get almost caught by security, but they do like, they climb structures at night or some shit like that.
It's believed that the thing seen in the video is some kind of a mysterious cryptid that has decided to venture into urban areas. And whatever it is, the way it moves can hardly be associated with a human. Only if it isn't a human but something else, then exactly what? Until now, we have probably never heard of a climbing cryptid, but who knows? In the end, we don't really have much information about these creatures.
It looks naked though, doesn't it? Would you do parkour naked?
In the tunnel. Let us stay on the topic of mysterious cryptids for a moment. The following video is very short and it's almost impossible to find any information about it on the internet.
Oh, fucking hell.
In fact, you can topic of mysterious cryptids for
that as a shot, that makes a nice photo. Is that black and white? Might be in high contrast. Not so it's too dark, but if you had that in, with all the, if you had that in high contrast, black and white, so it has like a graphite look to it, that would look amazing.
For a moment. The following video is very short and it's almost impossible to find any information about it on the internet. In fact, you can't even find the original version of it, and believe me, I tried for a very long time. Still, I must admit that the video caught my attention. Take a look. Soldiers, a mysterious tunnel, and a terrifying monsters lurking in the darkness.
It's like a fucking alligator.
Could there be anything better than that? For cryptid enthusiasts, certainly not. Unfortunately, as I mentioned before, it's impossible to find out where the video came from, to find any information about it, or find the original version. This is a great pity because, although it's short, it really made me curious. But still, just in case, it's gonna be the best to treat it only like a fun curiosity. At least for now. The demonic possession.
Oh, here we go.
The following video comes from quite interesting paranormal channel. Its authors conduct many explorations of abandoned places in search for paranormal activity.
I shouldn't tell me.
That night they visited an old house where a lot of dark rituals were conducted in the past. However, this wasn't their first visit to this place. Last time they were able to record some disturbing phenomena like a mirror shattering by itself. This time, however, it was much creepier. Of course, as usual, they started the adventure at nightfall, and at the beginning they thoroughly investigated the entire house. In the process, they came across some interesting things like...
If that was blood, would you stick your hand on it? Could be red paint, but still.
Pentagrams and minor paranormal phenomena. But we are interested in what happened a little later. At one point, they decided to try to contact spirits in different parts of the house.
I don't know, because from what I've... Just going off what I know about symbols and shit, I've got a really funny feeling in my bones that they set this up. That's like red varnish or red paint, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm getting cliche vibes off this, you know what I mean?
With the help of a spirit box. And they finally got the response, but only after they went to the attic.
Were you summoned here by the people that created this ritual?
Because the thing about rituals, you don't need pentagrams. Pentagram is a circle of protection, but you don't need red. Don't need to draw in blood or use red paint. You can even just do it with smoke. You don't. If you're reading various materials. Also, circle protection, you don't necessarily need to draw it out. You can do it with incense. You try to draw a circle of smoke. All kinds of things. There's different ways you can do it. So you don't necessarily have to do it in red paint or fake blood or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's a bit cliche, a bit Hollywoodish.
Do you have a name, yes or no? Holy shit, that's a lot.
Such a response when trying to contact the spirit can be truly scary, especially in a place like this. What's more, a bit later, one of them began to act very strangely.
Did you do that?
That was me. That was the light. Just fell out my car.
I want to answer because
I know, I saw that. What the hell was that?
I got pushed into that window. My arm like hurts. Turn off that light, dude.
Okay.
We gotta keep this in the dark. If you were what pushed me in here, please, I don't want to say please. First of all, for hurting me. Second of all, make my K2 meter spike out the red if you're here.
Whoa. What's going on with you? Okay. Let's go.
Relax.
What's happening to you?
Oh my god. Oh dear. If people think this is legit,
My throat is hurting me.
it's so bad.
My throat literally is hurting me right now.
Yeah, and your voice is different too. It's a lot deeper.
Also, here's the giveaway as well. Apart from fat demon, don't get me started on that. But the K2's not going off. If there's some massive supernatural force going on, that would be flickering like mad. You'd be like, you know what I mean? And that's Hollywood. That, what I just said, seems Hollywood. But if he had the meter, if he had all the cameras playing up and the K2 flapping about, that made more convincing. But him going, I might do that on my videos, just randomly, and put a disclaimer at the end saying I was pretending.
You want to regroup? Just get out of the house for a second, then we'll come back.
No. How you doing? Control my throat.
Yeah, I hear that.
It looked almost as he was choking, and what's even more terrifying, just a moment later, he felt extremely angry.
What's happening?
I'm getting very angry right now.
I'm getting very angry.
Okay,
Where
so
is he?
let's just step out for a second, we'll come back.
I think something's got a hold of me.
Okay, all the more reason for us to get out of here. We'll come back
Yeah.
if we have to, but let's just get out of the house really quick. Okay? Come on.
However, all this is nothing compared to what happened later.
How do you feel?
My throat's clearing up.
Yeah.
Have a
What
lock
the
it.
fuck was that? Dude?
I
It was
don't
like
know.
something grabbed onto my throat.
So you're not being funny as well. Okay, if you're an investigator, you're probably used to it, but why the fuck aren't you bricking it? You're just being strangled by some entity. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to be open-minded here, but fudger. You know what I mean? It's like, it's screaming fake as shit.
This K2 was just spiking up. I'm gonna keep the stick on
It's
me
not
just in
spiking up.
case, dude.
A K2 is not spiking up.
There is something
Are
very...
you sure you don't
You
want to
see-
get out of the house just for a
You
moment?
see the light on that K2 brilliantly. It's been stuck on green.
Because that was weird.
I don't need to get out of the house. I will never get out of this house.
Shh. No. What the? Dude, what the?
Oh, fuck off.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, the credibility just went plummeting down. Sorry.
Shit.
And why would you go back in? That's the problem in these videos. It's like, oh my god. You know what I mean? Let's just say you believed in this shit and someone came at you with a fucking crowbar or a baseball bat or a fucking fire axe. You don't go back into the building to film it. But you would if you're doing it for content. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell, that's fake ass shit, man.
Mo? There he is. What the f*** is he doing? He's saying something.
See what she goes back in. What? You wouldn't, would you? If this stuff's legit, you wouldn't put your life back in danger, would you? Also, in the age of mobile phones, you'd go outside and phone for fucking help, saying my friend's having a weird episode. You know what I mean? It could be something medical. You could get attacked.
Mo!
One of them suddenly became incredibly aggressive for no reason and attacked his friend. It was almost like he was possessed. Considering...
And it's odd that he happened to just have missed. The guy was standing in the fucking corner. You can't... You know what I mean?
what happened with the spirit box, it really makes sense. Mo, after driving his friend out of the house, went upstairs alone with no flashlight, just as if he knew exactly where he was going and why. After a longer while, the man recording tried to see what had happened to his friend, and it wasn't easy at all.
Mo!
You'd call for help
Mo?
first, wouldn't you?
Where are you? Fair enough. Attack me.
Let me guess, he's
What's
coughing
going
up blood.
Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on. Let's get out of here. Please
Read me a prayer.
go down here. Can you go down the stairs? Be careful.
Please read me a prayer. Read me a prayer.
Let's get the out of here. Watch your head.
Please read me a prayer.
That is, oh, sorry, but that was so badly fake. That's so fake. You could just tell that's fake. You'd have to be a skeptic to tell that's fake. Oh my god, that's so bad. That was so bad. That was so badly done. Again, there's also, like I like saying, I said in a previous video or so, if any of this stuff you think is genuinely legit, why the fuck are you not giving it into scientists to scrutinise? Yeah? If you have that much faith in it and think, I've been to this house, I know it's fucking haunted, I know what I fucking captured on camera, fucking hand it over. Why would these paranormal investigators not hand it in to the proper things, the proper experts? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about YouTube or making content, is it? You want to prove to the world, hey, look what I found. But they don't, do they? What that, innit? And then it becomes cliche, or it becomes badly acted, or they have like clickbait titles. Oh, then I mean, I won't mention any names, but as a channel, I don't watch anymore because they keep putting, caught a demon on video. You sit through 54 minutes of knocks and bangs and then going, what the fuck was that? And not a demon in sight. Regardless of I believe in demons or not, if someone said they caught it on camera, I want to fucking see it on camera. You know what I mean? But it's just clickbait titles and nonsense. And then you got this videos like this. It's like, it's fake, man. You know what I mean? And it's so cliche that he goes to attack him with the bat and he misses. It just, it looks like a complete bad setup. You know?
Let's go. I don't care. Let's just go.
I saw. Stop joking. You're joking.
Go.
Stop.
And also, I hate to say this, but from what I've seen of humans and the behaviour and all that sort of shit, no matter how much you love someone, when fear and terror take over, it comes to fight or flight, yeah? If he was generally shitting himself, fearing for his life, he may care for... He may care for his friend, but I guarantee he won't be going back filming it. He's only going back and filming it because they're making content. He'll be fucking off in, finding somewhere to fucking hide, phoning it at 50 and getting them down there. You know what I mean? Or if you live in America, you might carry a gun. You'd go back in, you know what I mean? And if you have to, shoot the bugger in the leg. You know what I mean? He just threatened, he just nearly smashed your face in with a baseball bat, conveniently missed, and you go back in there and film it. The fake blood, red paint, pentagram, it's bad. I'm sorry, it's just really bad.
He's here.
I don't care. Let's go.
Just get the fuck out of the house.
What happened?
We're not out here. Come on, let's go. We're outside the house. We're leaving.
I know that the whole video could be staged, but would they be able to act so well? Their behavior, their reactions?
Act so well? It's like a really bad scripted asylum films you see on TV.
The sounds they make, it all seems...
Thing is, I have a moral code. Like Mr. Grey said about, is it The World of Grey or Mr. Grey? I don't care how much you fucking pay me, I would not fake a video. In fact, if you gave me money, I'd go and I'd go to some of the most forbidden places where it's like you can't go on the land. I'd take basic gear and give the fucking farmer all that money and say, look mate, I'm doing a video. Because obviously, people said, no, we're talking about a situation where you can't keep the money, but you've been keeping the money to pay for the project. I'll just give him the whole $5,000 to go on his farmland to the sacred burial site and fucking do a proper fucking investigation. I wouldn't go and fake shit for I don't care how much you pay me, I would not fake stuff. And it's just, it's like, you know what I mean?
It's authentic. I can't wait to see what you have to say about this.
Sorry, but the point I forgot to say. However, if someone said to me, could you make, we want you just to make a fan film or to just show your acting skills, just do a fiction, put a disclaimer out or something. If I made one for entertainment purposes, I could make one better than that. I know people who do acting as well, so I could do a better job of it. I could make a convincing... I could probably do a better job than that, to be fair. Most people could. That's really bad acting.
So, let me know in the comments.
Bollocks.
The Night Shift. The next short video comes from the channel of Alvaro Cervinho, who has...
I hate real...
It's absolutely nothing to do with paranormal phenomena.
I hate fake shit.
He's a man who works as a night security guard. As he said himself, something like this happened to him only once in his life. Luckily for us, he was able to record it.
Hola.
Oh shit, hang on.
Me filmo para dar constancia de esto porque está pasando algo muy loco, muy loco. Yo hace años que trabajo de noche, nunca vi algo como esto.
Sorry.
Estoy todos los días sentado ahí, 12 horas. Esto es muy loco.
Sorry about that. I thought I had plenty of battery. God, that was lucky. Get to the charger. We're near the end of the video anyway, but geez, I thought I'd make it. But, wow. That was proper Rambo and that, wasn't it? It's like, get to the charger. Get to it now. Right, so, sit on the end of my sofa bed. Oh, incidentally, if you see a lot of mess, I apologise. I need to tidy my room at some point. But, fucking hell. I'm glad I caught that. 30 seconds, the battery would have died. God. I'm getting old. I'm getting too old. I'm going to sneeze. I'm getting too old to be moving around as fast. People still treat me like I'm young, right? But I'm literally like Eobard Thawne in season 1 of The Flash. I'm like, I can't, you know, I have short little bursts of energy. That's it. I'm knackered. You know what I mean? My connection to the Speed Force is gone. But hey. But yeah, so sorry about that. I thought I was going to have enough battery. I had to get to the charger.
No se ve nada. No se ve nada. Loco, yo veo ahora la puta madre. Es algo muy fuerte, nunca pasó. Estoy asustado, pero posta. ¿La ven? ¿Llegan a ver? Hay una mujer en la puerta del edificio. Una mujer al lado del portero eléctrico. Esto hay... ¿Lo ven? Acerquemos. Hay una mujer al lado del portero eléctrico. Son las 2:30 de la mañana. Esa imagen nunca apareció.
To be fair, I can't see what the fuck he's talking about. I can't see fuck all.
Nunca. Estoy todos los días cada 12 horas. Eso nunca apareció en la vida. Ni temprano. Apareció recién. Y no se mueve. Ahora, vamos a ver. No hay nada. Ven ahí. No hay nada. No hay nada. Pero cuando yo veo las cámaras, me aparece la mujer por las cámaras. ¿La ven? Una locura. La primera vez en la vida que me aparece esa mujer.
Be nice if a
It seems that
translation.
after what the author himself said, there is nothing more to add, but...
Not be funny, but slap down that. They used to have fucking subtitles for it.
let me ask you a question.
It goes to the effort of translating it.
Is it possible that the reflection of this mysterious woman is only a
Oh,
player
yeah.
of light? But if so, why did she
Pareidolia.
appear only once and then never again?
That's to do with different colours and that refracting off the glass, and that's pareidolia.
A patient or a guest? And while we're on the subject of security guards, let's take a look at the next case. The author is a guy nicknamed Noah, who one day uploaded 3 short videos on TikTok, videos which are described as follows. I work as a security guard in a hospital that is practically already abandoned. It's terrifying, but it's normal. I will try to upload more. Now, let's take a look at what was so scary.
Besides that alarm, I just heard some more sounds. I don't know what it is, man, but this place is creepy. I wanna get the fuck out of here.
In the first of the videos, he managed to capture how one used hospital bed moves by itself, but that's not all.
Alright, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and look over here. Checking the rooms and shit.
Doing some off camera.
Dude, fuck this shit, honestly, like...
Problem is, I'm not saying it's fake as well, but problem is these days as well. There's a lot of problem with TikTok now with paranormal stuff because a lot of stuff's like, you know, like the trend Wednesday dance. It's like there's loads of trends now of ghost videos where they all copy each other, the same tropes and stuff like object name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck this shit.
And again, something seemed to be messing with him, but even that wasn't the scariest thing.
Alright, guys, I'm at the empty floors. I was hearing some noise coming up right now. It's kind of freaking me out, so I'm gonna be filming a little bit, saying some shit.
Oh, hang on. My instincts were right. I remember this one. Shadow bastard in the room.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
In the third and the final video, Noah accidentally caught a mysterious figure standing in one of the hospital rooms. Even more than that, because the figure disappears without a trace
And there's
only
no
a
cut.
few seconds later. Of course, he swears that he was alone at that time and there was no living soul in the room. But, as always, I leave the final decision up to you.
Mind you say that, even though there's no cut, they could have gone from the chair to that little gap in the wall.
And before I say goodbye, just in case if you are watching from Germany and would like to watch scary videos in German, you can do so by clicking the link in the comments. I have created a brand new German channel and I would like to hear your feedback. And that's it for today. Thank you for taking the time.
Well, most terrifying videos that won't let you sleep tonight. I'm afraid I'll be sleeping fine, thank you. Now, to be fair, he has a good channel. With these things, and it's hit and miss, and at the end of the day, they're entertaining, despite a lot of them being fake. You know what I mean? But oh my god, that demonic possession one. Really? But anyway, thanks for sitting through this and watching with me, and listening to waffle. But yeah, they're still entertaining, aren't they? Really, even the fake ones are. But it just irritates me. You know what I mean? It's my pet peeve. I want the boundaries to be pushed, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, and it's a good job I made it to the charger at the last second. Get to the charger now. So yeah. Again, thanks for watching with me. The link to Scaryfy is in the description below, as always. And yeah, so go over and check them out. Like I said, I think the last one I reacted was good. But it's easy, it's hit and miss. But I will say though, when you do edit these videos, and I mean, okay, it's relative, isn't it? Because he might be unsettled by it. But anyway, it's relative. I suppose you've got to think where they're coming from, like sort of angles, I suppose. Really. But anyway, I'm sorry it wasn't as terrifying as we thought it was going to be. But you never know. That's the thing about reaction channels, are hit and miss. So anyway. But yeah, thanks for sitting through it with me, and all that. And I shall see you in the next video, my darlings. Alright? Take care, sleep well. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra!